So Bitcoin went exactly to 75K, exactly as I say, after we break the consolidation we have already for days and weeks, guys. And now the Bitcoin students, if this is enough already to start pumping up to the opposite, because everybody has been waiting for this bounce since we start breaking down the 55 EMA. In this video, we're going to analyze actually if it's enough already, or if the Bitcoin price is going to continue going down, because as you can see in the chart right now, in the weekly, we still have strength in the Fortuna lines, guys, and we still have a long way big room to go in the air side to be oversold. That's going to happen or not, we're going to see. And I also want to talk why I say all the time, why I encourage you all the time to learn about the charts and learn if you want to be trading, even if you don't want to be doing trading like in short-term frames, but if you want to take profit when it needs to be taken, you can go to the description below, and completely for free you can set up the indicators you see right now in TradingView. And once you learn about it, you're going to be more knowledgeable, and going to be more easy for you to take profit, because many people, they're still waiting for the bounce because they never took profit, guys. And that's why I was not too optimistic. I had been saying in many videos, because we don't see any volume, we just see selling pressure. There is no bounce coming. Everybody's waiting for the bounce, and I was saying to you, everybody's waiting for that bounce that potentially won't happen, because everybody's waiting for that because they never took profit, or they took too little. And that's a big issue here. We're gonna be checking why I encourage you all the time with these commentaries of big names in the space, guys. But before that, we're gonna check what actually happened during the daily, because as I say to you, we start going down because we had this bounce from the Fortuna line to the opposite with more strength as we were expecting. I was saying to you, the best thing will be to continue going down below the horizontal line. That never happened. We just bounced when we went to touch the horizontal line, and that's why we will have this breakdown. And exactly in this breakdown, I did made another video and say to you, if we close here, there is a big potential we're going to go to 75. Why was that? Because we were breaking already. Previously, I was talking about the fractals, how this start in the small time frames, and then start to continue to do exactly the same in the bigger time frame. And that's how easy you can make money in the space. But you also need to keep in mind that if in a time frame, in a bigger time frame, it breaks the structure, obviously it means that it won't happen, and you need to be taking action immediately. That's what I was mentioning here, that the Bitcoin price was going to go to the downside. I have been trading TIS much because I wasn't so convinced. As I say to you, I was not convinced because of the timing, because the Fortuna line didn't win exactly below the horizontal line. We also don't have any volume, any purchase pressure. We don't see that in the Bitcoin price, and that's why we draw to the downside. And now the big question is this a bottom? I mean, it looks, because we're approaching this previous consolidation we have here, which it would be quite big support, as you can see as well here. This would be a massive support, but I'm not expecting, I mean, we oversold, but we can continue going down. And I do see maybe the Bitcoin price could go even to 70. Why? Because right now it's just a little bit who is holding over there, but we could go just a little bit more and then have that pressure bounce. Everybody's waiting, but this bounce just going to be for the short term, as I have been saying all the time, guys. All the time I have been saying that this bounce we're going to have is just short term, because it's just you're gonna have a big selling point from everybody have not taking any profit, as we have been taking a lot of profit at 120k, 150k, 110k. Exactly, I have been telling you that I have been doing with my portfolio. So if you haven't been subscribed to the channel, I invite you to subscribe and smash that like, because if you have been following me from months ago, we have been nail it this time, guys. This time was super amazing, just to sit beside and just see how the Bitcoin price is going down. Don't take me wrong, I'm not bearish. I love to be bearish in Bitcoin. In the long term, Bitcoin's just going to continue going down, because we know already fiat currency just going to continue going down and down and down. But right now is the time when you can do a lot of money, guys. The bear market is a blessing in crypto, And in every market, in any market, is a blessing. And we want the Bitcoin price. I would love to see it that go to 65, 55. I have been saying already since many months ago, because that's going to be a really important area to deploy more money. I'm going to start putting it around the 68. Let's see if that play out, if we're going to continue or not. Here, if we go to 70, I'm going to start putting some money already. But this money is going to be for the week, guys. Let's see how we go down there. And this is something I want to explain to you. Do you remember? I was talking about the fractals last time. If you haven't watched that video, just go and check it out. That was like 2 videos ago. And in that one, I explained how it happened, what it happened in the small time frame started happening exactly in the bigger time frame, and that's the best way to trade. And this is something I have been telling you already for since last year, because it was something that started being developed for the long term or short term. And the small time frames, we start to see how the Bitcoin price is still falling from October down from here. We start to see, and then in the weekly, let me show you here. We start to have as well the closing of the green valley. The time was already running out, and we start to create this valley. So this is exactly then in the 2 weeks as well. Before, when I was mentioning to you, we were going down as well to have this red valley. You see how it has been developed exactly the same, because the time is just passing, and we continue going down into this bear market, which actually is what we are, guys, believe it or not, even if many people are still calling that it will come this out season. Well, now I have seen some people already, which I'm gonna show you later, but they're already saying that there's not gonna be any altcoin season. And yeah, they're pretty much accepting what the chart say to us already months ahead, guys, months ahead. And you can see right now we're going to close as well in the monthly. This doesn't mean we're going to zero, because in the monthly, if you see, every time we had just going to where to retest the 55 EMA, which is around 61 right now. Could we go to 55 as I was saying? Yes, we could go right there. We did before. Don't expect that gonna happen exactly, that we're gonna go down, because even we could go just to 65, 68, and that's gonna be fine. I don't see that right now, depending how we hold here, because we still have time. It's gonna be for the 2026, guys. We're gonna see for the next 6 months, more or less, we need to develop a ballet like this. No, you see, there is no, let me remove this so you can have a better view of that. When we were closing here in the past bull market, we start to go down and down and down and down and down. And the Fortuna line was without strength, going down and down and down. And this is also a massive, you see, bearish area here. We haven't this. And we also don't have any strain over here. And we're having a quite nice reset in the RSI, you see, almost approaching last year. And this is still time, so I'm expecting to have a small red valley, and one is already a little bit developed, the red valley. Then we can start to see areas to enter, because we could go and approach this at any time, as soon as it would be better. So then we can have even a shorter bear market. Let's see if that happens or not, because so far has been playing out exactly as before, but people don't see it like that, because we didn't have exactly the altcoin season everybody was expecting, guys. And yeah, this is what I'm expecting in the long term during the 2026. I'm expecting to go, and now you understand what I have been calling all the time, 65, 55 in this range, because this will be a massive support that many people are going to be buying, a company is going to be buying, countries are going to be buying, the ETFs are going to get mad. I don't think we're going to go below of that area. There's always a possibility, but in the monthly, I don't really see that myself. And what we want to see here, once we start to enter into oversold territory, if we enter, but the important thing is that we don't have any strain in the Fortuna lines, guys, because if we continue having a strain in the Fortuna line, we're going to continue going down. And yeah, hopefully you took some profit, or you have been following me since before October, because we nailed it exactly. I'm sorry to call this all the time, guys, but I want to point out this, like I actually was saying to you, I'm selling during October the 6th, which was exactly when we did the all-time high, 125. I didn't sell 125, but I did 120, because it's an old projection I have already. Let me show you. It's an old prediction I have from 2024. So I say, okay, maybe we're going to continue going to 135, 140, but I'm just going to sell 120 because this is something I have already December 24, but the projection was for our account that, yeah, I never could get it back. Yeah, really stupid X, but you have it's from July 31st, 2024. I was explaining here, just keep an eye because we are in the fourth wave of Elliott waves, and we're going to have a last impulse of the 5 wave. After that, we're going to have, of course, if you learn about the Elliott wave, we will have this distribution, and then we're going to continue going down the normal pattern of the end of the Elliott waves. And in this case, yeah, I say just keep an eye to 100K per Bitcoin. You see, 1,180. If you guys watched it before, you're lucky because if you took any action on it, I mean, you're in better position than most of people on crypto. That being said, guys, also I want just really quick just to go to some icons for you to keep in mind. Maybe Ethereum later is gonna be a little bit more valued by the market. You see in the monthly, we don't have any strength to the downside. Let me see the weekly, how we're gonna start. Let's see if we go above the horizontal line, that's no good, guys, because we're gonna go all the way to the 1,600. I mean, I think we're gonna get dry into that area. But hopefully next bull market is gonna be more valuable. I don't really see because we even didn't break the previous high. That's really weak. That's why actually the market think about Ethereum. Let's see how that play out, guys. But I mean, Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency, so it should not go anywhere. It should still continue being in the next bull market. Let's see which develops they do as well to the protocol. But Solana, guys, I mean, let me see. Let's see Solana, because Solana has been dropping really hard. Remember, everybody was calling that we're going to 1,000. I mean, 1,000, guys. And I always say to you, when we going to reach previous high, never enter there. Never. You never enter in previous high, reaching previous high. Never. That's a playbook rule. You don't go there. You see, we just go F everybody, and then we continue going down. And we have the strength right now. So the Bitcoin, the Solana price is going to continue going down. And we broke a nice structure over here. This was, let me show you with this. Just gonna remove that right here. This was a massive support right here. We have been holding already in a long time. And now let's see if we break this, which I do think we're gonna do it because we still have strength in the Fortuna line to the negative side. You see right there. This, we could go even below, guys. Maybe to this area, to reach this area, which is around the 30 more or less. Let's see if we go in that area. It's going to be a massive opportunity because Solana may not be gone because there is a lot of things happening on it, and a lot of partnership as well. Potentially it could go up in the next bull market as it did this time. If we're going to break a new all-time, we will see, depending what they have for the protocol and how the market take that. But keep in mind, if you put money into this icon, that is big icon that is established in the number 10 pretty much, and just use a small part of your portfolio, guys, because otherwise you're gonna get burned, like I always say all the time. It was a massive learn for everybody who has been playing and putting a lot of money in their market instead of Bitcoin. Let me show you someone backhand. So someone has been calling a lot the icon season is this guy. And again, I'm not putting back this guy. I'm just showing you as an example for you to learn, because if you just following what they're doing, they probably put in just like in the case of, if that's true, from Carmon was 20%, he lost 20% of his portfolio. Okay, let's say that is true. Many people, they are desperate. They want to make money as soon as possible with the altcoins, and they put all the money there. These people, they just put a small percent, they're stupid, you know. And did they tell you that? I don't think so. So I didn't hear before. It's always happening afterwards when everybody's complaining because they're not making any money. They still have a lot of money, but you don't have any money. Why? I think it's not only their fault, but also yours, because you should be learning. Otherwise, and you're playing with your money. So if you don't appreciate your money, I mean, there you have the answer. But if you appreciate your money and you want really to make money in this market because you can make a lot, the only chance is to learn by your own and take your own decisions according to what you read in the market. That's what I love to share to you guys. And that's why don't forget to subscribe, smash that like, share it with a friend, and go to the description below that there. Check the video where I share all these indicators completely for free, so you can follow me and learn, so you can manage by your own. My goal is for you to learn about it and manage your portfolio by your own without me needing from me or from other. So that being said, I just wanted to point again, like I have been calling this already since 2024. And then in October 6th, I told you I'm selling. And why I'm pointing this, because there are many people in the space that were calling for a super cycle and that the Bitcoin price is never going to go down. Now institutions are buying, their countries are buying, and we're just going to continue going down, up and up and up and up and up. And that's not true. I did say many times to you, I don't really see that noticeable market. Maybe in the next one, because everybody's going to be already tired of that. We will see. I'm going to continue updating. That's why you subscribe to the channel, guys. And just give you like honest opinions, guys, because now listen to that. If you have been listening, all these bigger people in the space, it's really sad because they're going to they normally just give you a lot of FOMO. They just want that you be clicking and clicking and clicking their videos. And they give you a lot of FOMO about a lot of things, what you should do, indirectly, what you should do. But they're never going to tell you when they're selling. And this is the case of this guy as well. Now, after all the time, he's calling always for the icon season, always calling for the icon season. And yeah, I mean, it just wrecked a lot of followers. I still believe that icon season will happen at some point. I mean, what the hell are you telling me, guys? Like, what the hell are you telling me? I mean, I was wrong, not even admitting, like, at some point gonna happen what I predict. Sooner or later, believe it or not. But in between, many people are stuck with they lost a lot of money because they were waiting just for the icon season. And now he came and said, but at what price? My odds have not. I mean, I was always 80% BTC. Do you know that since the beginning? Do you know, did he say that every video? I don't think so, guys. That's why I encourage you to learn about the TA. Just learn about basics of technical analysis and you're going to be fine. And you can also just copy exactly the indicators I use right here. And you will learn a lot just having these indicators, and follow me as well. And yeah, I mean, you have at least, what did he say? Like, you have the 80%. Anyways, no good at time to sell icons now. Yeah, so let's go to zero completely. I mean, they drop a lot, guys, so I don't know what to tell you. So, because either you're going to be selling in a loss, or maybe they're never going to come back. I mean, I don't know why I hope you're not investing 100% on it and just was a small percentage of your portfolio, like I always say. And then say, I will go to zero. Well, yeah, of course, because you have billions. I would will come first. But the question is, do you have billions? Are you following these people? You're just gonna lose your money. That's why I encourage you, learn, always learn and learn and learn, because nobody gonna take care of your money if you're gonna do yourself. He gonna care first, his priority is his money. The only sad part, and that's fine, mine as well. I don't gonna be making first a video and then taking profit. First I'm gonna take profit and I'm gonna tell you, because first I want to protect my money. But the bad thing about this is that don't be clear in the beginning. How many times in the video he has been saying, how many people are following? But let me know in the comments below if you love Car from the Moon. I mean, I'm really neutral for him. I don't hate him. It's just I do think that because having all this big influence in the space, you also need to be really honest and with the people as well, with what you're doing. No, people need to be a little more smart as well, because let me know if you would like me to become like this as well. Don't be too honest and don't say to you every time what I do, because it looks like that play out pretty well for him. And that being said as well, there isn't many, but this is just some of the cases, guys. Like real talk. I know this market is super hard for a lot of you. It is brutal and has been extremely hard to navigate, even for the most seasonal trader investor. I personally taking a decent hit since portfolio highs and non-performing the benchmark overall, despite having some wins in 2025. Okay, so this is the thing as well. Like, this is from where? This is from February the 1st, and this other is from, let me go back. And this one is as well, February the 1st. And now the big question is, did I tell you by October they were doing that? Or they will just continue giving you FOMO? I mean, take it as you want. I don't have anything against them. It's just what I want to point you here, know that they are meme people. What I just want to share here is that you need to learn. It's depending about you. That's why I give you this content for free. Other people could just charge you for to explain you exactly. Many people don't even say which indicator they are using. You know, this is a many years research of, and now I'm sharing because I have been really profitable with them. And I want to share for you completely for free. So go and check in the description below. And the last thing as well, guys, is about rug pull. I mean, they're all good in the space, sharing information when it comes into real information that is not like, okay, do this, I'm doing this, invest in this and blah. Because when they sell and they don't say it to you. But I mean, something about rug pull as well, like all the time, he has been predicting that is all about liquidity and liquidity, but we never saw the liquidity. The banana zone went just inverse and see the banana zone to the downside instead to the upside. And I mean, it's really good information for him. I really like during the bull market and all the good macro information he gave, but in practice, I personally don't see any sense when I'm trading macro, but then I'm holding as well during the bear market. What's the point of learning macro and never take chips out of the table? I guess he's not stupid and probably did as well, taking chips off the table, but he won't come public and say to you, hey guys, I'm taking some chips out of the table. He has been saying many times, look at the followers of that, many times he has been saying as well, that he's gonna be take profit when you think that it's good enough for you, which it makes sense. It's in the more neutral way. But what I want to say to listen to what he wrote. Remember the last time the government shut down? Yes, the market did exactly this. It's all about liquidity still in TGA. It's still trapped until this final result. Meanwhile, expect, or I mean, this, I don't know if you wrote, you're just making a hopping for the people, but I mean, honestly, it helping out like this. It doesn't really matter which new it come or not. You just need to check the trend. You need to check the charts, and the chart's gonna tell you everything. It doesn't really matter of this news, because even as this guy is saying right here, the bearish has been going non-stop since 2021 and out, so I never went in. Humor hasn't impressed. Okay. And I mean, kept it always like this. So that's why as well I say to you, don't focus too much into the news. There's nice to read some news, but don't take in consideration for the market, because most of them doesn't really affect. And you just need to learn what the market is doing, the structure of the market, TA, basic TA. That's gonna help you a lot, guys, because many of you have been buying around 120 probably. Hopefully you're not. But many have been buying here, they never took profit, and now everybody's wishing that at least we got to 94 to 55 May in order to take profit. And we were gonna have a bounce. We're gonna have a bounce. When, I cannot tell you for sure. We're gonna continue I'm gonna continue keeping track of the chart, and I come and say to you when I see an opportunity. But even as I said to you before, that this was probably just the bounce everybody was expecting. We went to 55 May immediately. No, even 100K, 97, immediately we went completely down. Look at that, that was a week. We went and then completely down, and the week after we went immediately to 75. What does it mean? There are not just red candles. Don't see it just as a red candle, but we see how massively everybody was waiting to go above or even in the 55 EMA to have that bounce, and after that was aggressively sold out from there. And we see 2 weeks in red all the way to 75, guys. What does it mean? It means that everybody took profit right there. And I don't see right now having another bounce to the 55 EMA. It may be, but most likely not. And what I want to see when we call certain bottom, what you want to see as well, is that we start to consolidate right there. The 55 EMA and the 10 EMA, they start to align together, and we start to have this nicely consolidation. And we're gonna check the time, how we arrive there and everything, and the volume. But that's what we want to see. For now, you see every time they're separating more, and this is the opposite of the bull market. We're separating more during the bull market. That is super bullish, because there is less chance to go down to the 55 EMA. But and every time we getting closer, we holding is good because we're going to continue going up, and you see the big distance here. You can see more clear. We start to separate, and this is super bullish. The price just start to go down right now, up, sorry. And right now we see the opposite. We start to separate, going to the downside. So every retracement, the 10 EMA going to be resistant and no support, like in the bull market. So in any case, if we go up and have a bounce, it's going to be to the 10 EMA. It will be around 87 if we will go today, for example. I don't see that. I also, guys, when people calling already for a bounce, don't think that the bounce is going to be in V shape. It's not going to go like this. We're going to have waves as well. Waves as well, all the time like this. Don't forget about that, because people forget that super easy. So that being said, guys, I hope you have a clear idea that now we should be waiting to deploy money around here, but that doesn't mean that we're going to start immediately going up, because we're still potentially going to go to the 55 EMA and the monthly, as we always did. Historically, we always did. Let me show you. I'm going to remove this. We did right here. That was 2018. I cannot go lower than here, but from 2018, and then you see as well in 2022 we even went below. This time, can we go below? Yes, there is a chance we can go below, maybe not, but already buying around this area of the 60, that is already the best area you ever gonna find in the bear market. Once we're there, deploying money, the Bitcoin price continue going down, what do? We buy even more and more and more and more, because the price in next year is gonna start going up, guys. And that is what we want to see. Our profits gonna be massive. But that being said, I would love to hear, what do you think in the commentaries below? Do you think that this is just a bounce? We're finally gonna have the bounce, or we're gonna go to the 60-50 area, as I had been saying? And also, guys, would like to hear, what do you do with your money? Do you put it all in altcoins or mainly Bitcoin? That being said, guys, don't forget to save in Bitcoin, smash the like. Again, I will appreciate the subscribe, share with a friend, and see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.